I always thought a wedding day was supposed to be the happiest day of a woman's life. The day I wore my white dress, the one I had dreamed about since childhood. I was surrounded by family, friends, and a glow of lights. Everyone was clapping, smiling, and waiting for me to walk down the aisle. But beneath my happiness, there was a strange heaviness in my chest. My groom, Daniel, seemed distant. He didn't look at me the way a man looks at his bride. He barely smiled. Still, I convinced myself it was just nerves. I looked at my parents, who were so proud, and at my little sister, Hannah, who was strangely smug. She wasn't smiling at me. She was smirking, as if she knew something I didn't. I brushed it off. After all, today was supposed to be my day. But I didn't know. This day would shatter me. The ceremony began. We held hands in front of the crowd. Then suddenly, Daniel pulled out an envelope. He handed it to me, right there, in front of hundreds of people. My hands trembled as I opened it. My breath stopped. It wasn't a love letter. It wasn't vows. It was divorce papers. Gasps filled the room. My knees buckled. My whole body went cold. Daniel leaned close, his voice low but sharp. You have two options. Sign these papers now, or watch as your entire family's secrets get exposed. I froze. My parents looked horrified. Hannah looked delighted. And the guests, they whispered, recording everything on their phones. My wedding day had turned into my public execution. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My lips trembled as Daniel continued. You think you know your family? You don't. I know things about your father's business, about your mother's debts, even about Hannah. If you don't sign, I'll ruin all of you. This wedding will be remembered as the day your family lost everything. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My groom wasn't just humiliating me. He was blackmailing my entire family. My parents' faces went pale. My father whispered, "Just sign it, please." But I couldn't. I wasn't ready to give up everything, not without answers. And then I remembered something. The nights Hannah was sneaking out. The way Daniel and Hannah exchanged glances when they thought no one was watching. A sickening thought clawed at me. Were they working together? The more I looked at them, the clearer it became. Hannah's smirk. Daniel's arrogance. My father's fear. My mother's tears. I asked, trembling. Daniel, was this always your plan? To use me, to use my family, and then throw me away? He didn't even flinch. You were nothing but a pawn. The real prize was always bigger. Your sister knows that. And that was it. The whispers in the room turned into shocked cries. Hannah gasped, trying to hide her guilt. But it was too late. The truth spilled into my heart like poison. My groom and my own sister had betrayed me. On my wedding day. I couldn't breathe. My chest tightened. I wanted the floor to swallow me whole. My mother reached for me, but my father pulled her back. It's too late, he muttered. Too late. That night, I didn't just lose a husband. I lost my family's respect. I lost my innocence. I lost everything I thought I knew. The wedding ended in chaos. Guests left whispering. My dress was torn. My dignity gone. And as I sat alone in my room, staring at the papers, I promised myself one thing. They may have broken me today, but one day, I will return. And when I did, it would not be as their victim. 2 years passed. 2 years of silence, of rebuilding myself, of hiding my pain and sharpening it into strength. No one knew where I had gone. Rumors said I disappeared, that I was living in shame, that I never recovered. They were wrong. I built myself back from the ground up. I studied, I worked, I invested. Every tear turned into fuel. Every sleepless night became a plan. And finally, the day came. I stood outside that same house. The house that had been filled with whispers, shame, and betrayal 2 years ago. But this time I wasn't broken. This time, I wasn't alone. Behind me, cars lined up, security guards in black suits. Lawyers holding files. A limousine waited with its doors open. The lights inside the house flickered. Voices panicked. And when the door opened, it was Daniel. His face went pale. He stuttered. You're supposed to be ruined. I smiled. No, Daniel. That was your mistake. You underestimated me. My sister appeared behind him, older but just as bitter. "What are you doing here?" she hissed. I held up the documents in my hand. These are ownership papers. Of this house. Of Dad's business. Of everything you thought you took from me." Gasps filled the room as my parents appeared, stunned. I stepped inside, my crutches gone, my walk strong and proud. 2 years ago, you all let me be humiliated. You stood by while they destroyed me. But tonight, I destroy them. Daniel collapsed to his knees. Hannah screamed. My parents watched in silence. And as I stood in the very place where I once broke, I smiled. Because my revenge was complete.